I really liked your this. Hello and welcome to Tuesday. We have a jam-packed show for you today. I'm Laura Schweizer.
And I am Stephanie Langston, and we are starting off with one of the most talked about events of the year. Of course, it's Pilgrimage Fest.
Yes, and we are here with a man who's on a mission. Kevin Griffin of Better Than Ezra
It's so good to be here.
Throwing this party for years. It's so good for you to be
10 years.
here.
It's like a tradition now. It's not the young upstart festival. This is like the tried and true stalwart festival.
It
of
looks
Nashville.
amazing this year, too, per usual. But the lineup, Dave Matthews, Noah Kahan.
Hozier.
Is that who
It
you're
is
most
Hozier.
excited about?
You think Cozier and you say Hozier. Yes, he is. Like, he's huge. We had him 2018 and we got rained out, so we brought him back. And little did we know he would have a worldwide #1 right now with Too Sweet, and it's amazing. So.
Well,
I love
hey,
that song.
what's really cool, as you were just talking about this before we started the show, he's like, hey, this lineup is really special because of those 10 years.
Yes.
Explain who you brought on board
So
and why.
we wanted to pay homage and a tip of the hat to artists that have played over the years. So we brought back Dave Matthews from 2021. We brought Hozier, who wasn't able to play, Lucas Nelson. If you go down into Charlie Worsham, Solis has played before. But then also we wanted to have Noah Kahan, Need to Breathe, Steven Sanchez, and of course Hozier as well. So a little bit of the old, a little bit of the new.
Yeah, you were mentioning beforehand that a lot of people kind of got their start here. It's kind of plummeted their career.
Yes. So we've always wanted to showcase national talent for obvious reasons. You got to sell the tickets, but we also want to be an incubator for artists that are, struggling and trying to make a name for themselves. So we start them off on the smaller stages. We've had Devin Gofillion, who now, packs them in and sells out a couple nights at the Ryman. A long history of supporting young artists and kind of lifting them up. They say a rising tide lifts all ships. So that's kind of what we try to do.
I said, 10 years ago, did you think that this would be such a staple festival that it has become?
We just wanted to make it through year one. To this day, it's just the three of us. We're not partnered with a big company. It's just really an independent festival.
Wow.
So we were just trying to pay the bills the first year, and then we're like, can we make it? Can we pay the artists and make it to year two? Then suddenly year two, year three, we had Justin Timberlake play. And now we've just got such an amazing team. As you know, when you start something small, it's at first an idea, then it becomes bigger than you, and you'll sit back and you're like, wow, they really don't even need me. So it's really humbling, and I'm just full of gratitude to be talking to you guys on a beautiful Tuesday, and we're going to have a sold-out Pilgrimage Festival.
I love it. An idea that came about really while you were on a jog.
Yes, and I would say jog initially, but then one of my partners, Brant Wood, who's been on the show before, said, don't say jog, Kevin, say run. So you just took a run. I'll say, okay, I took a run. It was the day after Thanksgiving in 2013. I may have been overserved a little bit, a little too much turkey. And so I took a run, and I normally go south from my house, but I ran 1.5 miles north from my house, and I found myself out at Harlansdale Farm, 250 acres, 16 miles from downtown Nashville. And I caught my breath, and I was like, this is the coolest setting I've ever seen for a festival. I'm going to do a festival. Because we've all had ideas that we didn't follow through on, and then suddenly somebody else does it, and I was like, not this time. And I ran back and I called my buddies, and 10 years later, here we are.
Voila.
Well, and it's so crazy because he has worn so many hats. Obviously, we talked about Better Than Ezra. You are also an author.
Yes.
Which we talked about your book
crazy,
on
yes.
Local on too.
I was here,
Congratulations,
yeah.
I know. And Pilgrimage Festival.
Yeah.
You talk about evolving as a person, and I know your dad used to say, if nothing changes, nothing changes.
Yes, it's those simple sayings that you hate at first, and then you go, oh, that's really brilliant. Nothing changes if nothing changes. My career has been one of ups and downs, of getting signed, thinking you're really big, and then suddenly getting dropped, and having to reinvent myself. And okay, what can I do? I love music. I love the music business. How can I kind of reinvent and do new things and learn new things and be challenged and go outside my comfort zone and stuff? And Pilgrimage is exactly that. I mean, it was like, hey, I know people who are in the music industry wear different hats. I'm pretty good at this and this and this. Let's bring in different people and learn and make mistakes and be humble, and that served us really well.
I got to mention, my favorite part about this festival is that it's for the whole family.
For the whole family, family friendly. So me and the two partners, Michael Whalen and Brantwood, we grew up in New Orleans, Louisiana, going to Jazz and Heritage Festival, which is an amazing showcase of the Gulf Coast. And we were like, let's do that. And Jazz Fest, like Pilgrimage, is family friendly. It's multi-genre. A lot of our competitors said, you can't do a multi-genre festival. It's got to be one thing. It's got to be rock or it's got to be country. And we're like, no, look at your Spotify playlist. It's pretty crazy. I mean, you might have some rock song, then you have Barbie Girl by Aqua, or, you know, insert something. So we did a festival like that, and we wanted families to come there. Maybe you went to Bonnaroo, which is an amazing festival. Maybe you went there and you camped out and you partied and you had fun. But now you've got kids. You like a more refined music experience, but you also don't want it to be, you want it to be cool, you know, so that's what Pilgrimage is.
Yeah. Cool and refined.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
Thank you.
Guys,
You're
thank
up,
you.
man.
It is going to be a weekend to remember. Get your tickets at pilgrimagefestival.com.